Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing today? Glad to have you all here. My name is Dan. This is Tweet FPV. If you're new here, say hi. It's always good to see new people. As you can see, it's a rather rainy day this morning. I literally tried putting that together like right before the stream. Figured, it's something different. Why not? Had a good day racing yesterday. Unfortunately, a very small group of people showed up. 3. Today I've got a Peruvian roast. Haven't tried it yet. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad at all. Little sour. It's all right. That is all good. Anyways, welcome to the channel. This is Tweet FPV. We talk about not just drone stuff. We talk about anything and everything. Whatever you guys want to talk about, let me know. Put it down in the chat. If you want to show your support, hit that like button, subscribe, all those typical YouTube-y things. I do have a Discord, a Patreon, and all the other stuff that you always get, along with the whole YouTube-y thing. Today we're beginning doing a giveaway for this. This is the Sub 250 crate from FPV Crate. I believe it is a Flying Axis Manta 3.5-inch drone. 3-inch? 3.5-inch? I can't remember. One or the other. If you haven't gotten in on the entry for this, make sure you check out the review video.
Brown Chick just super chatted with 4.
Thank you, Scott.
And Sunny, so I'm only listening for Biv.
Yeah, Scott, get out there, go fly. All you guys, if you're watching this instead of flying because you're waiting for this to be over to go flying, go fly. Get out of here, go fly. Live life. Anyways, so if you haven't gotten in on the giveaway or if you haven't gotten to the giveaway link for this, it's in the video. You actually have to search and find it. I don't just give you the link unless you're a patron. If you're a patron, I'll make the link public for you guys there. So anyways, we're going to spin the wheel for this in about an hour and, what did I say, hour and something minutes? I got to go look at what I wrote. Hang on. Let's see. Go to docs. Forms. And April Sub 250 giveaway. We'll be doing it at 11:45 Central Time. It is 10 o'clock here, so we have about an hour and 40 minutes. So if you haven't gotten in on this, make sure you get over there and get entered. 29 entries right now. Plenty of room for you to get in there. Really interesting frame if you haven't seen the review on it. It is a bit of a porker because they do some weird things. A lot of machined aluminum. But should be a fairly durable frame, I can tell you that. Axis Flying does some very strange things as far as their frames go. This is probably their most normal frame, and it's still a little out there. If anybody knows me, they know I'm a sucker for strange frames, and I couldn't help myself. I picked up the Star Wars quad, the folding 6-inch Colas from Flying Axis, or Axis Flying. This thing is
Paul McDonald just super chatted
pretty neat.
They said got my first pack in already.
I really like this thing.
And got you in my ear. Smiley face. There's also some plane on a wire guys here at the park. Those things are so loud. Awesome news about the internal ELRS too.
Paul McDonald, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. All the funds that come in today, they'll be just going into the Beast Class fund. I really like this frame. It's just weird. The locking mechanism is pretty solid on it. So if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll see what I can do as far as answering them goes. But I am a fan. I am a fan. My desk is pretty cluttered right now. Got all sorts of crap. So Paul McDonald, $10 super chat. Got my first pack in already, and you in my ear, and that's awesome. I love flying with earbuds in. Like, typically, if it's not raining cats and dogs out, I'll go listen to JB and go fly after the stream or cut the grass or whatever it is I have to do as a responsible adult. It's a plane on a wire, guys. I've seen those a few times. I can't remember how loud they are, but he says they're awfully loud. Awesome news about the internal ELRS too. Yes, if you guys haven't seen that video, I think I dropped that maybe a week ago. Making internal ELRS inside just about any radio. using my custom PCB and a couple little pieces. I packed one into probably the hardest radio to put one into, and it was a X-Lite, an FR Sky X-Lite, without losing any functionality of the radio and no visual changes on the outside. So if you guys want to do that, find the video and check it out. It's not a novice build. If you're unsure of your soldering skills, probably not for you. I have been asked if I will build a kit for somebody. Maybe. You guys, you'd have to talk to me on a case-by-case basis. I might consider it, but it takes a lot of time. Time I don't really have. But my time is for sale. Very much for sale. I do like the Peruvian. It's grown on me. It's got kind of a fruity, almost like a flowery note to it. I like it. Maybe I just like coffee. That's all it really comes down to. It could be decaf. I don't really care. I like coffee. So, did some changes to my layout here. Before I had my main screen here had all the junk. This is all my monitoring stuff. I moved some things around. I found out in OBS you can actually create docked web-based sources. So, in front of me on my main screen, I have my OBS preview. I have my pop-out chat for the live stream right here. Unfortunately, I can't chat through it without signing in, but then I'm watching the video playback and all that stuff, so I have to do the chat input over on this screen here, but whatever. And I've also got my Discord chat over here. If you guys want to, if you guys are part of the Discord, go ahead and put your comments in there. If you want to get my attention, type @TweetFV, and it should light up in orange. Unfortunately, I don't see it on this screen because I'm not signed in. I may have to play around with that a little bit. Or if you want to be super cool, do what Paul McDonald and Scott have done, and go ahead and post up that old super chat. And then over on the right-hand side here, this is just kind of my utility window, other utility window. This is stuff I show you guys. And as always, I got El Puchos here. Mary on the left, Sweetie on the right, doing what they do best. They know I have treats for them, and they want them. Do it now, do it later. And we'll give it to them now. They're good dogs. There you go. Oh, they're good pups. Except for somebody threw up on my couch this week. That's always fun. The joys of having dogs. Let me see about signing into this window here. Let's see what happens. Oh, great stream. Oh, it's playing my audio back. Don't want that. And okay, well, it's something. It's something. It's not ideal. It's not exactly what I wanted. But I'll just pause it and try to watch it back here. Still needs some playing around. And also over here, I have my lighting control, so I can. It's all web-based. It uses WLED, so I've got them docked here. We can. I can play with the lights over on the couch, and over on the old quad wall thing right over there. And if you guys want to play with the lights, all you got to do, eventually that's a little command. Chatbot's going to go in there. It's going to do its bleep bloop thing, and it's going to give you all the commands that you can use to control the lights. Free feature. I bring extra. So there you go. Oh, anyways. Family MacGyver, good morning. How are you? Let's go back to the chat. I've really not been paying attention to it. I'm sorry so much. One Vision Ariel, one of my newest, actually the newest patron member. So let's go ahead and let's get you up on the patron board there. So let's see. Let's go up over here. Go to, let's see, where do I keep you guys at? Is it logos? There we go. Logos, patrons, and let's see. JKLM. N-O. There we go. After Oni Taylor, let's do One Vision. Arial. A-E-R-I-A-L. There you go. And you'll be in the patron scroll. Thank you so much for supporting me over on Patreon. It's where you can do the most good with your dollars. And if you want to find out where my Patreon is, or if you want to sign up for the Patreon, go to tweetfb.com and click the links at the bottom of the screen. Some are affiliates, some are social media. Go ahead, hit them up. Rick Cepeda, good morning. How are you doing? I sad I couldn't catch the live stream yesterday, but I was busy being race director and pulling a multi-GP track out of my butt last minute. Tony Hernandez, good morning. Brandon Baked Beans, as always, good morning.
They said thank you for the recommendation for the TBS MPM to go with my Zorro ELRS when it finally arrives. I forgot to use your affiliate link, so here is a super chat.
Michael D, that $10 super chat is way more than I would ever get on an affiliate. Like, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. And if you do want to purchase anything from any of my affiliated vendors, go to tweetfb.com, scroll to the bottom, click the link, and then buy whatever you want. You got to use cookies, though. That's just kind of how it works. That's how it tracks it. Brandon Baked Beans, I need to talk to you after the stream about maybe a little bit of cross promotion, but you know what I'm talking about. North 49 RC, good morning. Mike Bergman, House FPV again. Is that live weather feed? It's not live, but it's maybe 20 minutes old. But I'm like, I should set up a live feed cam, except for I don't have a 40-foot USB cable. Not that I couldn't have one, but I just don't have one. Paul McDonald. Scott, Bramick checks. Good morning, guys. Get out and go fly. Good for you. Splinter FPV, no flying today. Working 20 gallons into a 30-gallon paint job. Yeah, I know what you mean. Jesse, spelled with a bunch of fives. Good morning. And Ram Donko, as always, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Gem Fan do a Bi-Blade 40mm? I don't know. Maybe. I'd have to look. If you just go to like racedayquads.com and look for Gem Fan, or just sort by Gem Fan, and then just sort by Gem Fan, and then just see what they offer. If they don't have it, then they probably don't make it. Brandon Baked Bean says he's super intrigued by that long-range drone. I like it. I like it a lot. I still have not acquired sats on it. I've just basically plugged it in and flew it. I haven't really done any long-range stuff, but I have used it to haul around a new camera that I have. I got my hands on a Insta360 Go 1R. It's a generation old 360 cam. Having a lot of fun with that. Current JW, that collapsible drones. It is that collapsible drone. Really cool. I think it looks a bit like. I think it looks very much like. Did I delete the picture? I deleted the picture. I'm an asshole. I deleted it. I'm gonna try really hard not to swear today. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. I think it looks very much like one of these. I don't know. What do you guys think? Get these all tucked up. I think it looks a lot like one. I don't know. Just sitting on my bench kind of reminds me of it. Which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. So, watching the playback, or watching the live stream chat in the live stream chat playback window on my desktop, it doesn't seem to do the thing. Knock on microphone. See what happens. House FPV has another revision to his ELRS joystick board. It's on the way here for a 3D designed case. I'd like to do something a little different, but I think laziness will get the best of me, and I'll just copy paste and do some editing. But I'll see what he sends and try to make a neat case around that. It's all about collaboration, guys. Current JW says he ordered the parts for the internal ERS. AliExpress is going to take 2 months to ship. 1. AliExpress is about a 1 month turnaround. I bought like 40 18650s from them. They were dirt cheap. They say they're Sony VTC6s. I don't know. We'll see what I end up with. I also bought a box of 40 Molicel P42A 21700s that I plan on making a 20S 2P pack for a home-built Vesk one-wheel XR build that I'm working on. Pretty excited about that. Go Gadget folding drone, yeah, basically. Yeah. June Loco, good morning. How are you doing? They're known to explode on anything more powerful. Yeah, folding props have their downsides, but in this case, they seem to work out just fine. Plus, it makes for that super sleek folded up package. Speaking of the folded up package, I got this going on. Oh, that didn't work. Awesome. Yeah. It's amazing how things work 1 minute and not the other. Okay. Oh, never mind. It did the jumpy thing. I hate you, YouTube. One Vision Arrow. Do you have orange grips for the Trans QX7 waiting to get set on mine? I do. They should be on the website. If they're not, let me know. Well, actually, let's go look. Let's go look. All right, website. Let's go FR Sky QX7. Option orange. I don't have a picture of them on the orange, but I do have them. $10 a piece. Free shipping in the US, and I think it's $3 anywhere else in the world for a set of grips. Spander, good morning. How are you doing? Free range chicken. Glad to see you here. Rick Zapata says, I've been learning Prusa Slicer. It's so much better than Cura. Yeah, it is. It is way better than Cura. I am one of the few, well, not one of the few, but I still have Simplified 3D. I bought it way back in the day when it was like the only decent slicer out there. I haven't touched that in probably 4 years now. I wish they would update it, but at this point, I don't know what they could bring to the table that makes it worth the pay-to-play aspect of it. Brandon McBean says GemFan does make a sweet 40mm biblade. There you go, Ramdonka. Let's see. I can't find the entry form. Is it on Patreon, or where did you say it was? If you're a patron member, it's available on Patreon, or it's hidden in the video for the review. Like, you have to find it in the video and go and punch it in the computer. It kind of just, like, I was going from like having 180 entries down to 40, 50 people who really care and are actually watching the video. It's kind of a bit of a selfish point, just because, you know, why not? Hey, it's free to you. Yes, it does look like a Imperial Walker. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, if you're a Star Wars nerd, they've got like a model number and all that crap. But for the rest of us, we all know what you're talking about. Family Guy says, I feel a vibration in those joints will make it a nightmare to tune. There is no vibration in those joints. If you've ever owned a high-end Benchmade knife, it uses the exact same locking mechanism, and those things don't wiggle. So well, let's put this on the bench. Let's give you a real good close-up of what it is we're working with here. Let's get this guy out of the way here. So the locking mechanism is kind of a pin style. So you've got a roller here, and you've got this groove, and as you lift the arm, the pin drops into the groove, and it locks. Now you see the lug's not down very far. Get you a little zoom action there. If you grab the arm and you give it a little bit of a uppy downy, see it drops in there, and these things are rock freaking solid, and it's pretty takes a bit of effort to unlock them. So I am not worried about the old wiggle and jiggle on the locking mechanism one bit with this quad. Really good TPU prints on it. I do like this blue. That's at like 533 blue. So yeah, I know everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to nah, it's not bad. You're gonna have a harder time tuning it because of the stupid floppy proppies, if anything, I would think. Never seen Star Wars. Don't yell at me. Where the 21700 is at a decent price. Yeah, I think I paid I think $8 a piece, something like that. Can't remember. I think I got a pretty good, well, I wouldn't say a good price, but a fair price, if that makes any sense. Let's see, let's look at the old receipts here. Yeah, I don't know where I got them from. Yeah, lithium. Oh, wow, yeah, this is what I got them for. These are a pretty good price. $586 a piece. Not the best, but pretty good. These are a little bit lower capacity, but higher amp rating than like the VTC 6Cs. I think that's what their 21700 is called, but $586 a piece. Not too bad. I was finding the VT6ACs, whatever they are, the 21700s on AliExpress for about $1.85 a piece, but you may be getting a tube full of sand for all I know. Mike, Brandon Baked Beans would like to correct you, Mike. It's called a AT-AT. I knew that. I just didn't want to seem... All right, here's a poll. All right. All right, here's a poll for you guys. I'm kind of curious. What's better, Star Wars or Star Trek? And obviously, the Next Generation, clearly, because the rest of them are all shit. Current JW has been on the fence about buying a K-Weld to make my own 18650 long-range packs. Anyone else make their own? I have a K-Weld, and that's what I use for all my battery packs. Funny you mention it. I actually was sent this by whatever that manufacturer is. 3GOA. It's a battery pack spot welder. They sent me this for review. They say it'll do 0.1 to 0.2 millimeter nickel strips. Not sure if it will, but if anything, it is a monster battery bank with a USB port on it, so you could certainly do worse. It's pretty freaking big, though. What is this thing? It is 7,500 milliamps, 27 3/4 of a watt hour. It's a big boy. So they sent me this for review. It's clearly not going to be anywhere near as good as a K-Weld, but it's also a heck of a lot cheaper. But if you the K-Weld's pretty expensive, so it's a pretty big initial investment. If you're planning on building a lot of packs, it'll be worth it in the end. But if you're going to do like a onesie twosie, you're probably just better off buying an AU line or gold line lithium ion pack and just being done with it. Yeah. Family Guy says, Mike Bergman, you must go watch it. Yeah. I'm sure he's been told to watch it, and I'm sure he's holding out because people are telling him to watch it. That's how everybody I've ever met who hasn't seen Star Wars, treats it. It is a great movie. It is. If you've ever seen Harry Potter, it's the exact same thing, just with space. Think about that. Obviously, Harry Potter was written later, after. L. Eston, good morning. How are you doing, buddy? I'm gonna go watch Star Wars with my kids. They're old enough now. I tried watching Star Wars with my 6-year-old, and no, when she was 5, I tried watching it. She was just off in La La Land. But now, if I sit down and watch it with her, she's like, "This is awesome." So we watched them in chronological order of when they were released. We got to the newer ones, and she's like, "What is this shit?" She's like, "This sucks." I'm like, "I know." She's 8. I'm like, "Yeah, it sucks." Mike D says, "Have you ever seen the Fractal Wingman?" I got my friend kit in the mail this week. I have not seen the Fractal Wing person. We got to be politically correct here. Let's see what that's all about. Fractal Wingman friend kit. Let's go. What do we got? Fractal Wingman. Come on. Ooh, that is squiggly arm heaven. That's interesting. So I don't know if you guys seen. It's been floating around Facebook. It's a post. It's a picture of a brick wall that's all wavy, and it says it uses less bricks than a straight wall. And I wonder if that's kind of the same concept here. Probably not, but it is interesting. These look like they're probably boomerang style arms. Interesting. Oh, very interesting now. All right, I know what my next purchase is. Thank you so much, Michael D. I'll be getting one of these. I like weird frames, guys. I really, really like weird frames. It's an 18650. Oh, it's one of these deals. A 1S. Maybe I won't get this. I did a 1S build. I liked it. It was a pain in the butt. It was kind of like a Y type build, but this is interesting. I'll probably get the frame, take a look at it, and I'll probably give it away to one of you guys. Why not? Still simplified 3D. Yeah, they were talking about after the last release, like 6 years ago, saying we're going to charge for the next upgrade, and they never came out with another upgrade. So, F them. Let's do some fireworks. There we go. Let's do some fireworks. It did the thing. YouTube did the thing. So I've also gotten to the point where I highlight what I'm talking about. That way, when I scroll up, as long as I don't click on anything, it's still highlighted. Little tricks. Let's see. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell yeah, Benchmade OTF for the win. Yeah, I wasn't really talking about their OTFs, but yeah, you're right. You have a life-size RTD too? Holy shit. Okay, you are a nerd. Nothing wrong with that though. Let's see. Brandon McBean says, "I don't care what people think. For actual hiking, climbing, and recon-style long-range drone," which is what he does. If you guys have ever seen his long-range videos, they are very good. They are not boring at all. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. It's very good long-range videos. I can see totally taking advantage of the Colossus design. I'm just going to keep calling it the Koala 6. Mike Burr, I'm not voting because I haven't seen either. Bullshit. There's no way you haven't seen any Star Trek. I mean, maybe you just don't watch TV. Yeah. Robert Orlov says, "Works like a charm, and it will do what it says." I don't know what we're talking about, Robert. I must have missed it. Bork says, "A new one for repair on my e-bike pack." I did repair on the 15S 2P pack that came with the pile of broken one-wheel parts. I actually went and extracted the dead pack, or the dead P group, which I probably shouldn't have done, and welded in a replacement kind of in the center of the board. Let's see if I got a picture. If you guys are on my Patreon or my Discord, I'm sure you've seen the pictures of it. Let's scroll the thing. Where we at? So yeah, so here, this set of cells here, these were at 0 volts, completely dead short. Managed to extractificate them from their home. and put two new ones in. And these things are flat dead. Like, there's absolutely nothing to them. But, so it's a Vesk-based build. It's running, the only thing one wheel or future motion left is the hub and the BMS for the 15 cell pack. The controller's different, and it is a very different beast. So here's what it looks like all back together now. I take some beauty shots. But it's a lot of fun. It's a fun little build. I definitely don't recommend anybody do it. It's a lot of work for... unless you want to, but I don't recommend anybody do it. Apparently Automod is holding emoji spam. Awesome. It's weird. Back to the chat here. Why is Babylon 5 not on there? It's not on there because it's not what is typically debated on between the two. And I'll be honestly, what? Babylon 5? I think I remember watching that. Star Wars Empire, everything else, and kids. So yeah. Lawrence, how you doing? Greetings from the track. He's at a race. I think it's second race. I think there's some like 50 pilots there. That's amazing turnout. I would love to go to a race that big. Mike Bergman, please watch Idiocracy. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to society to watch it. With that said, I know you're not going to watch it. Scott says The Mandalorian. I very much like The Mandalorian. I haven't seen the second season of it. I dropped Disney Plus not too long, or well, maybe about a year ago. I have fond memories of my childhood watching The Next Generation with my parents. While my mom had a at-home business. You know the little emblems that are on the back of the car? So this is how long ago it was. For Pontiac, she would assemble the double-sided adhesive like VHB tape that went on the chromed emblems. She would assemble them in the kitchen, and we would pack them up and ship them off. She did a bunch of different ones, like the AM for Grand Am, the Grand Prix logo, a bunch of different ones, a lot for like the Corsica and the Lumina and things like that. I know I'm dating myself because those things are all rounded up in a rusty heap at this point. But we used to sit there, watch TV, and that was on heavy rotation, just broadcast TV all the time. So, it was kind of nice. And she would pay us, half of what she got paid. Kind of a hard ass about that. Back to the chat. Here we go. And MacGyver says, how do you feel about the Picard series? I saw a few episodes of that. I didn't get into it. It's been very difficult to sit down and watch like a series lately. Plus, I never know what the heck things are playing on there. It's so fractured. But the few I saw, I did enjoy it. Patrick Stewart, he's a national treasure. I don't know which nation nation it is, but yeah. That can aluminum frame looks pretty sweet. You don't show it on the stream. That's cool. No, yeah, it's not even the same mechanism as the OTF, but the Benchmade still has that roller locking mechanism on their folding knives. Ramdaka says, do I have any of the Wreck and Craft? No, I don't. I had cut a frame for their 3-inch 1S 18650 build back when he was putting them on Thingiverse. I don't know if he still is or not. I cut it myself here, but That and the Gate Hunter. It's still a Dave C design, but I've built both of those. Let's see. It says the Spot Loyal R1 from another stream is pretty freaking good, and it will do what it says. Robert, can you post up a link to the one that you have? I'm curious what it is. That is one sick-looking one-wheel. Yeah, it is a. It's impressive how much better it is in some ways than the Future Motion controller is, and not in other ways. Like, there's still some magic in Future Motion's tuning, but this thing climbs hills better with the same battery. I'm not sure. No, it was not a kit. It's a bunch of broken pieces from different boards put together with a different controller. Mike Berger says I have idioxy. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see the Mandalorian series, but I don't want to subscribe to Disney Plus. I'm sick of subscription services. I have Hulu right now, but that's just because my wife gets it for like $1 a month through her college stuff. Yeah. YouTube did the thing. Sam Twibble, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I've seen Idioxy over 100 times. Yeah, I must have seen it darn near close to 100 times. It is probably one of the best movies ever made. Oh, same one. Okay, same one. Have you tried welding 0.2 millimeter nickel with it? You feed the crops water off the toilet? Oh, man. You like sex and money? We should hang out. Yeah, I like Patrick Stewart. He does a lot. He doesn't take himself too seriously. Like I like when he... let's see, what's it? Family Guy? Or no, not Family Guy, but American Dad. He was in that. And it's very cool. Sergio, how you doing? Good morning. Morning where I'm at. Let's see. Michael D just said he's dropped Netflix. A lot of people are dropping Netflix. How are you feeling about FPV Crate? I like FPV Crate. Let's see. I have a breakdown of everything that's been in the FPV crates. Sub 250 crate. I really don't care about the big crate. The big crate to me always had a lot of filler in it that I didn't really like, but here is what has been in the last couple crates. So starting off from the beginning of January last year, we had T-Motor 5150 V2s, then a T-Motor F7 Mini, Luminaire Lux VTX, and at this point it should be noted this is when they stopped including video components. At this point, they decided we're no longer going to supply cameras, VTXs, or antennas because the hobby is too fractured between digital and analog. So they stopped after March, including video parts. If I didn't say that already 3 times. After that, QAVS mini frame, a SK FPV 30 amp ESC, the King 2004 motors, BQE Ripsqueak, Hack RC 35 amp ESC, Hack F7 flight controller, Diatone Roma F35 frame, another set of King 2004 motors. This is the one where I kind of hit them hard, the JHEMC UNOX F4 Deluxe flight controller. And then beginning this year, we had the HLRC Veron 35 pusher frame. I didn't even want to bother building that thing. It looked like a pain in the butt. Hack RC 40 amp ESC, and then King 2004 V2 motors. And then we have the Axis Flying. What is this thing? Axis Flying. I'm drawing a blank what the heck the name of this thing is. Manta, that's what it is. Manta 3.5, that's what's in this crate now. So that's what we've had. This is all good stuff right up till about December. They had a hard time getting a hold of parts December, January. After that, things are kind of picking back up. It's always kind of a crapshoot what you're gonna get in the box. But yeah, this is the frame that it was in last month's FPV crate. Really cool stuff. The TPU prints are excellent on it. It is a bit on the heavy side. We do have a big, chunky aluminum arm brace plate, and also the camera plate is one big chunk of milled aluminum. But this is kind of a neat feature. They put the degree markings on the cam plate. So that is what has been in the crates. Where am I at in the chat? Let's see. Going back. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, yeah. Same welder that they sent me. Link where you get your coffee, get your green coffee beans. I'll be honest. My buddy Brent, who owns Ruby Moon Coffee, I talked to him about roasting. He kind of got me into it, and the dude has just been like supplying me with beans. He's like, "Hey, you gotta try this." He handed me like pounds of green coffee beans. This Peruvian was stuff that he gave me. I've got a Honduran that's also roasted, and then he just gave me a Sumatran, I believe. Otherwise, I've just been ordering them off of Amazon. My Guatemalan that I got it off Amazon. I like it a lot. Ghost in a Shell. Never watched it. I want to. It's just every time I think about it, something else catches my eye. So yeah, Jesse with a spelled with 5s. FPV crate. Where I'm at in the hobby, I have plenty of stuff. I know what I like. This is just extra kind of fun stuff to mess around with. I'll be honest, I give away pretty much all of the stuff that comes in the crates. The other thing is you get a buttload of props. So most people, they buy one prop and then they just keep flying that prop. After 6 months, you have 6 different brand styles, pitches of props. You've got a little supply. You can try different things. But the parts in general are of quality. I do prefer the sub 250 crate because it is the main item, props, and that's it. The big boxes, you get a t-shirt, you get a roll of solder, you get some bigger part for a 5-inch quad. I don't know. I prefer the smaller box than the big one. Let's see. Family Guyver says, yep, tonight will be the last night with my pets cuddling next to me. Excited to get out of... Oh, man. Ricardo Ferreira says, 3D filament standard for FPV is TPU, but what about nylon or flexi print? I printed a lot of nylon when I've got into the hobby, making pods for quads. Pods seem to have kind of died down in popularity. If you want something that is damn near indestructible and hard as hell, nylon is the choice. Ryan Donko, Expanse. If you like the sci-fi genre and you have not seen Expanse on Amazon Prime, it is worth getting Amazon Prime just to watch that series. It is by far the best sci-fi series I have ever seen. And not ever seen, but it is of the newer genre of things. It is very good. Battlestar Galactica. It had some nerd dude that I used to work with back when I lived in Detroit. He's like, "Hey, did you see Battlestar? You watching Battlestar Galactica?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, screw you, nerd." And I watched Battlestar Galactica. I'm like, "This is awful. I can't do this." Then I realized that there's a new version of Battlestar Galactica. Me and my wife binge watched that thing, and when we were done, we were sad because we wanted more. And that's how we feel about Expanse. The series is over with. And you get into the show hole where you're kind of like sad that it's gone. But Expanse is freaking fantastic. Oh man, Manta. Sergio Lopez. He has a question, dude. hit at tweetfev. I just happened to catch it while I was scrolling by, but that'll light up an orange, so I really kind of pay attention to it. Or the super chatty thing also helps. Not that it's necessary. Sergio says, tweet every time I try to flash firmware on Betaflight, it freezes my computer. It gust buffering. I'm on DFU 32 boot mode, and I'm trying to SPI ELRS on 10.8. Lots of words there that don't make sense in the order that you put them in. I'm going to try to decode this. So you're trying to flash firmware on Betaflight. Okay. It locks up your computer. All right. And then the rest of this stuff doesn't mean anything. The DFU mode, boot, yeah. So if you're flashing Betaflight and it's locking up your computer, that's a computer issue. I don't have really any solution for you on that one. Betaflight pretty much works on darn near anything. Try a different computer. I'm sorry. Also, maybe you have a older configurator. There's been a bunch of different versions out. You may want to try a newer version of the configurator. 10.8.0 is the newest. If you're not trying to do Betaflight, well, you're doing SPI, so you got to do Betaflight 4.3. Try a different nightly of the configurator. I wonder if you've ever had one work, or is it just this one flight controller that's locking up your computer? All things would help troubleshoot. Let's see. I hear Ghost in the Shell's awesome. Yep. Oh boy, YouTube did the thing. Is it echoing for anybody else? Is it echoing? Oh, he had two windows open. Awesome. Ever watched Babylon 5? I believe I have. Hang on, let me see if it's something I recognize. Babylon 5, Babylon 5. Let's see. Images. Babylon 5. Yo, jeez. I don't think I have, actually. Now that I'm looking at like the cast of characters, it doesn't seem familiar. If it wasn't on network television, I probably didn't see it. Never had cable, but I'll put that in my back pocket, something to watch if I need something else. The Expanse is so good. Yes, it is. Just going through the chat here. Expanse was great until they moved to Amazon. Then the last two seasons sucked. They're entertaining. I'm not a snob. I'm not saying you're a snob about it, but like it was entertaining. There was one of the seasons that seemed a little light to me. Dan636, how you doing? What about SGU? SGU. What is SGU short for? I feel like I know what it is, but I don't off the top of my head. So frustrated it got canceled. We're caught up with chat. Thank goodness. Star Wars. Let's see. We'll end the poll. Most people like Star Wars. Okay, cool. That's what I figured. Star Wars is the more socially acceptable thing to be. Stargate Universe. I'd never watched any of the Was there a Stargate movie? I watched that. I never caught the series. I want to. Again, it's just like, got to prioritize what I can do. Splinter, get back to work. We'll see you later, man. Have a good one. Sergio Lopez says it doesn't enter update firmware even with nothing plugged in. It is just buffering. I would uninstall Betaflight, find the Betaflight install folder, make sure you delete whatever contents are left in it, and then try reinstalling Betaflight configurator. The configurator takes a long time to install. Cowboy Bebop. I just watched the animated series not too long ago. I would say if for me, if somebody says, what do you prefer? I prefer animated series. Not so much anime, but animated series is like Family Guy, American Dad, Futurama, Disenchantment. If you haven't seen Disenchantment, gotta watch that one. That's great. I prefer animated series. I don't know why. I think it just because it doesn't conform to like reality. I don't know. I mean, I like the Flintstones for the same reason. It's just nothing's real. It's just different. I don't know. The Magicians, Harry Potter for adults. Harry Butthole Potter. Went the wrong direction, I feel, with Star Trek Enterprise. I liked first, second season only. I did watch Deep Space Nine a lot. That was good. Bob's Burgers, fantastic. Archer. I guess we could probably go the entire stream just talking about movies. We haven't talked about any FPV shit. Let's talk FPV. Patreon giveaway this month is for the Beta FPV 95X V3. I will not be doing the live stream giveaway for that next Sunday. I'll be out of town vacationing with the family. It'll be on the following live stream on the 5th. So we'll be doing that on the 5th for you guys. If you haven't signed up, got to go to Patreon, sign up. The way the tiers work is the $5 tier. You'll get access to the link pronto. Everybody else, the link becomes live when I go live with the live stream. Live. I binged a whole anime last night. Nice. Star Trek Lower Decks is so funny. I hear that's... the Orville. I like the Orville. I thought that was very, very funny. Rick and Morty is probably one of my favorite animated series. Yeah. All right. So the title says, what was the title? Special Carbon. So if anybody caught the Chris Rosser AOS 5R discussion, where he talks about his special built carbon fiber for his race quad frame, I have a couple of those frames. Thank you to whoever donated them to me. I can't remember, and I feel bad that I don't remember. But it has this special multi-layup, specialized magic carbon fiber. It's weird because you don't see any like veneer on the top of it. The center has, it almost looks like the carbon runs a different direction in the center. I actually raced this yesterday and subsequently crashed it because that's what happens with racing. Here is something that happened that I've never seen happen to an arm before. Look at that. It just kind of blew out right in the center. I've never seen a frame do this, or an arm. So it's even kind of tacoed a bit. So I am not sure if this is any good. Oh, look at that. Just broke it. And there's carbon fiber shards everywhere. So we can kind of get a look at the internal composition of it. It looks like a bit of a veneer on the top. Let's gonna peel this back here. So there we can start to see the carbon fiber layup right there. This was cut by CNC Madness. I don't know how well that's translating on the old camera there. I'm having a hard time seeing it, but we can kind of see the carbon weave. Looks like the weave is going this way and this way. So if it's going... So the weave looks like it's going this way, which is not ideal. But then it also changes directions in the center here. Let's see if we can pop this apart. I'm gonna get the whole thing to delam. I'm gonna get another carbon splinter and I'm gonna be pissed. Sorry guys, if you're chatting, I am not looking at the chat right now. I'm trying to make sure I don't get a chunk of carbon in my fingers. So here we go. We're gonna peel the layers apart. I don't know what this is. This doesn't even look like carbon. It's like that weird honeycomb stuff that Hollybro was using. So that's what's in that set. Ow! Damn it. Got my finger. Carbon splinters are the worst. If I get a carbon splinter at work, they actually send me to medical and they remove a chunk of skin. They don't mess around with trying to pull it out. So that's this right here is what this little rib is in the center. It's very interesting. Is it good? I don't know. The frame's extremely rigid. Flies great. But I don't know if... I mean, this is only one crash to do this kind of damage. Didn't kill the motor, so it couldn't have been that hard of a crash. So, I don't know. I mean, I'll keep flying it as a backup quad just to put it through its paces, but so far, I am not a fan of this carbon. I don't know. All right, what are you guys saying behind my back here? This break's so crazy. Posted Chris Ross's channel chat. I got an emote or two, otherwise crickets. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't even think he promotes the AOS 5 on his website. Sorry, AOS 5R, not the AOS 5. Where's Chris Ross's website? What, AOS 5? Oh, store AOS-RC.com. Let's see, does he even talk about it? Last time I looked, I couldn't find... What the heck is this crap? Nope. Somebody post a link to his website that has postability ability. Oh, where am I at here? This breaks so crazy. Family Guy, the music reminds you of Disney movie, Flight of the Navigator. Yeah, that's a pass. Yeah, I think so. Never seen an arm split down the middle. Could be a bad sheet with defects. It could be. I was not a big fan of the cut quality of all the carbon fiber parts I got from CNC Madness. They were all jagged, dusty. I mean, I handled a bunch of parts and I got a bunch of splinters. I did not like that. Look, says, have you seen the Mob Light 6? Mine should be arrived today. I'll be able to fly until my Zoro pre-order comes in. Mob Light 6. I think I have one. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I have so many micros. Mob Light 6. No, I don't have Mob Light 6. Pretty cool looking drone. What's your opinion on aluminum frames? Don't do them. They're garbage. Yeah, aluminum bends too easily. It's too heavy. It doesn't have the rigidity without having a ton of weight to it. Aluminum works for frame pieces, but not the entire frame. I think, was it Recon Heli used to make aluminum whip frames back in the day, which looked cool. They were heavy. They would bend and get stuck that way. I don't know. Plastic, I think, on a whip is better. They look cool, though. Moby Light. Mobeetle 6? Is that what you're talking about? This guy? The Mobeetle? Mob Light or Mobeetle? Yeah, it will actually, from what I understand, carbon fiber in your skin will actually oxidize your blood. So, yeah. Real expensive, real heavy. Yeah, I don't know. Carbon fiber is so far still just the paragon of materials for our hobby, and there's really nothing else about it. So it's 11 o'clock, 45 minutes. We're going to spin the wheel for the Sub 250 crate giveaway. Got 34 people on the board for it. If you want to get it, go find the link. Or just toss me the $2 and get the link over on Patreon. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. how you want to do it, or don't do it. I don't care. Or do it, or don't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I do this stuff for you. Over on the WhatsApp chat. Jink says, am I out of focus or my glasses dirty? I think your glasses are dirty. I don't know. Freelojo says, oh, Vesk is why hill climbing is easier now. Yes, the Vesk does handle hills better. I think it has a higher amp throughput than what the Future Motion controller had. Give your Patreon link. Go to tweetfb.com, go to the bottom. There are the links there. Yes, the Mo Beetle 6. It is an interesting quad, but whoever took the picture had, they were trying to take it through a thumbprint on their their camera. It's such a shitty picture. It's so like foggy and blurry. Looks like I'm watching a soap opera. Slather the lens with some Vaseline. Make an old hag look better. Sorry, inside thoughts made it out. Interesting quad. Interesting quad. So it comes with both frames. That is really cool. These batteries are hot garbage. Take them and throw them away. But unfortunately, because they have the big long dangly end on them, you're probably going to have to be using batteries with a big dangly cord on them, or replace the pigtail that's on there. And the pigtail looks mighty short. So that I already see as a downside, but that's okay. It does look like a decent quad. I've been very happy with whatever Happy Model makes lately. They're pretty good. Obviously, they have their winners and their losers, but not bad. First page, same page. I agree. I don't know what you're saying. Crabtree says you got it. Sweet. Titanium frame must be pricey. So the coolest frame I've ever owned was, I don't want to spin a wheel diatone. With the GTM. Was this guy here. This was the coolest frame I've ever owned. The Diatone X549, the Exorcist. It is molded carbon fiber. It is an example of what it is we can do. I would never recommend anybody buy this thing to fly it, to actually race it. They market it as a racing quad. It's tough as hell, but when it breaks, and it breaks bad. And it's all one piece. It's all hollow. It is cool. It is rigid as anything else. I've never had a frame that was as stiff as this one. Very, very interesting frame. All molded carbon fiber. Very cool. Comes in this like wooden coffin box. It's a showpiece. It's really what it is. Very cool though. The same rated Foxbox better than a Vesk. I like the board with the Vesk board better. It just works. Yeah. There's a bunch of different options out there. My next move on it is to do a 20S 2P battery, but finding a good small 20S BMS is hard to find. There's one, it's the X-Lite or X-Night or X-Lite BMS. They're expensive and they're out of stock till maybe July. We'll see. The 15S 2P pack is doing okay, but it sags out pretty quick. Doesn't help that there's 2 good cells in it and the rest are kind of worn out. But yeah. Anywho. I don't know why my printer stopped. It's waiting for something. Oh, shit. I ran out of filament. Cool thing about the MMU2 on the Prusa is I ran out of filament. And it's waiting. Normally I have spool join on, and it will just go to the next spool and pick up. This time it did not, because I don't have a spool loaded next to it. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. So the last race, I broke 3 quads. I've been flying I have one HD0 quad. I've been flying that one off the bat. The most, I crashed and schmucked the camera pretty darn hard. Kind of pushed the camera into the sensor and killed both, unfortunately. So that's no more. I had one extra camera on hand. I'm kind of waiting to buy another HD0 camera until they make one that is a 4.3 and in a nano size. You can see she's not doing too well. That camera is junk. So that was the first casualty. The track was interesting. It was just something I kind of threw together last minute. Had a lot of interesting elements to it. Had a hurdle, a tunnel, and almost like a horseshoe figure 8 thing. I really wish I had a plan for the tracks before I get there, but it's mostly just been kind of just doing it as I get there. The other quad, let's see, the second one was the AOS-5R. I crashed that and locked up a motor, bent the bell. Not the bell on the arm that broke, oddly enough. And the other one was my Levantador X. I crashed that and broke 2 of the side braces, but it still flew just fine after that, so I finished up the day with that. Always interesting things you see at USS Alabama Battleship Park. Helicopter flew overhead and dropped a bunch of parachuters out of it. Always an interesting time there. There's always a ton of stuff going on in the summertime. But 2 of the quads are back up. The AOS-5 and the HD0 533 frame is back in action. The other one I just need to get around to replacing the side braces. I have extras, just haven't gotten around to it. So not a bad weekend, or not a bad Saturday for flying. The track is always just windy. It's got to be like 20 knot winds or higher all the time. So it is a very interesting environment to fly in. One way you're hauling butt, and the other way you're fighting the wind. It's crazy. Crabtree FEV says he is a patron now. Congratulations, Crabtree. I'll add you on there next week. Congratulations. Freeloader says, I have 2 motors on each of my boards. I have 2 motors on each of my boards. Oh, interesting. Okay. June Loco says, could I charge my Mavic Mini with the DJI V2 pack? I don't see why not. That pack is kind of a USB power bank, right? I don't know. Never tried. GF Sargento, yes, I am a patron. He hasn't been able to help. I don't know what you're talking about, JF. Did I miss something? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Mike Bergman had a new Nirvana inbox. Been thinking about updating it and trying it out. Just so awkward to transport. I would just sell it. Also, could we flash the Tango 1 on either open or edge? No. Nope. It is its own. It's its own OS. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it uses OpenTX. So no. No, you cannot. Unfortunately. All right, so we need to get back into this, working on the stupid Beast class quad. Let me throw away these carbon fiber chunks before I cut myself. You know what? I'm just going to set them aside in case I need pictures. All right, so back over to the bench. Working on this, the old X-Class quad. Move all this stuff over to here. There we go. All right. That's annoying. It resizes all my windows when I move it from one monitor to the other. That's just fun. All right, so last we left off was conformal coating, what we soldered up, or I don't know why I keep saying we. You guys didn't do shit. I'm just here for support and to obviously fund the thing. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I forgot to add the super chats to that. I will here in a minute. Somebody remind me. So last I left off, I didn't hook up the telemetry wires because I didn't see use for them, but I've gone back and I've installed the telemetry wires because the way this is going to work, I'm not going to have current sensing or probably not voltage sensing through the flight controller because it's all on 12S. I'm going to get voltage and current sensing through ESC telemetry. So I went and added the yellow wire to the whole mess here. If you see me looking this way, it's because I'm reading the live chat here. Hated lugging around my X9D. Yeah, I'm done with big radios. They take up way too much real estate in my bag for what they are. Still waiting on my gimbals for my Zorro as well. I haven't gotten any shipping notification on them either, so still kind of annoying. So, what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to do motors or do you want to do flight controller? Let me know. Let me know what you want me to do next. Actually, we need to do capacitor next. I got to put the caps on the motor, on the ESCs. Totally forgot about those. I liked the Nirvana when I had it, but I saw what it looked like on the inside of it, and also the underground FPV kind of screwing over a lot of their customers. I sold it once I saw what the inside looked like, and I kind of saw the writing on the wall. So that's why I got rid of mine. I very much enjoyed that radio. Bob Doctor says those banana plugs for your power leads. Yes, they are. These are, I think they're called AS150s. They're of a anti-spark variety. I'll grab one. So here's what they look like. They're rated for 150 amps. And the AS means they're anti-spark. So this black part right here is a chunk of carbon. It's a resistive element. So you hook up your ground wire, and then when you go to plug in your battery lead, your positive lead, it touches this one first. Like this. Causing high resistance and allowing the capacitors to charge slowly. So you don't get that big pop when you connect like you do like XT60 on 6S. And then once you slide it over the rest of it, it makes a connection, and you have, you know, a 0 ohm connection right there. But that's how the AS connectors work. And it's the same way anti-spark XT90s work. Does anybody know if they make an anti-spark XT60? Trans X-Lite all the way, says Ryan Settlemeyer. Yeah, I like the X-Lite. I just wish the gimbals weren't so darn small on it. And the other problem with the X-Lite I see is some people's hands have, like, the oiliness of their hands are different, like almost like a different acidity. Some people, that soft touch coating on X-Lite kind of just crumbles after a year. On other people, I don't have any problems. So this build is too expensive not to conformal coat. You are 100% correct, Mihail. Yeah. I don't, yeah. Yeah, order my grips. They are great, says the guy who makes them. But they are great, says the guy that makes them. I want grips for my Nirvana. I don't know how I would make grips for the Nirvana. I don't feel like it needs anything. The thing is one big grip. No, I could find something. I could find a way to do it. All right, so I am ill prepared for this. I need to go get soldering iron and a battery and other stuff. So, you have grips for Nirvana. I do not. I need the radio in hand to be able to design a decent grip for them, and I don't have Nirvana in hand. I'm trying to remember kind of based how that radio was. It's one of those radios that just based off the design of it, I don't know why you would... I don't know why you would need grips for them, but I can see why, and I can also see why not. Like, if you drop the Nirvana, it's because you just want like this. But no grips are going to help you with that. But I do also, when I design the grips, I put the material in specific spots to kind of locate your hand. So every time you grab the radio, your fingers go into the same spot every time, so you're not fiddling around with the radio. So when you grab it, you kind of lock in. That's the way I treat it. All right, I need to grab a soldering iron. I will be right back in a couple seconds. See, that was quick. That's how I store my soldering iron. My field iron. I use a Hacko 888D on the other side of the wall, but while I'm doing the live stream stuff, I want to show you guys that all this stuff can be done with even like a portable soldering iron. Somebody keep me on track with the time. 11:45. Spin the wheel for the sub 250 crate. I don't know why I'm looking over there or what I'm looking for. All right, we need to get the caps on these ESCs. So let's start with this one here. The caps are bent at a 90. These are, what are these things? 330 microfarad, 50 volt caps. And they go right on there. I do have a little bit of VHB to kind of hold them in place while I solder them. So let's, peeling VHB is such a pain in the butt sometimes. Get this off of there. There we go. And stick that guy in place. If you guys are looking for this vise, you can find it on Thingiverse. It's look for yet another vise. It should be the first one that comes up. It's an excellent design. I've printed many of these, both for myself, friends, and for giveaways. It's a great, great design. Oh, let's see. Back to the chat here while this thing's heating up. Crabtree's advertising his email address for any help. Awesome on you. Also, if you're over on my Discord, just ask away. We'll help you out over there too. Crabtree says I'm building a glide while listening. Got those new 25mm Unibells. Nice. True Logo says he uses a laptop for his TS100. I use a 4S LiPo or a 6S, just kind of whatever I have charged. My 4S LiPo is kind of my utility pack. I use it for DJI, and then I also use it for, this. Look at that tinned up 850 dungarees, Freedom units here. There we go. Soldering cap leads can be a little more difficult than what you're probably used to, just because these aren't like they don't take solder very well. Just go ahead back here and clip the legs on it. There we go. One down. Tree to go. And then I'm going to go back and conformal coat everything again because, like somebody else already said, shit's too expensive not to conformal coat. Tech help is free, as it should be. There are a lot of sites out there that are charging for this tech help, and I don't have an issue with those at all. Mostly because sometimes you need help and you need it on your schedule, not just whenever somebody can get around to helping you. And if that's you, then and you don't mind putting out a few shekels for it, more power to you, and more power to the person doing it. That's totally fine. This stuff doesn't have to be a volunteer organization, you know. Just do everybody a favor. Don't be an asshole. I'm saying ask hole. And if you've never heard that term before, it refers to somebody who asks a lot of questions but never takes any of the advice. That would make you an ask hole. We all know that guy. Or gal. We all know that person. Don't be that. It's like over on Discord, I'm at the point now that if I ask you a question, and like especially FR Sky troubleshooting, if I ask you for a picture of your firmware version and you don't send it to me, I stop. I've spent far too much of my life troubleshooting stuff where somebody says, "Oh yeah, that's the version I'm on," and then 3 days later of troubleshooting, they're like, "Oh no, I'm actually on version 2.3.0." I'm just like, you know what? There we go. There's two. Take a quick look at that guy. Ugh. There we go. Had some shmoo hanging off the backside of that one. There we go. That looks better. Double check this one too. A little light on the solder. We could probably put a little more on there. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff I've dealt with. As much FR guy stuff as I deal with, I can only imagine. Probably the most egregious one is I was dealing with a guy trying to do some tuning, real basic tuning. He was having a lot of vibrations. I kept asking him for a picture of his quad, and he just, as if he just wasn't getting the question, like, hey man, can I see a picture of your build? Can I see a picture of your build? Can I see a picture of your build? After about 8 or 9 volleys back and forth over email trying to troubleshoot, he eventually sent me a picture of his quad, and I shit not. He was holding his battery, and this is a 6S quad. He was holding his battery to the frame with 2 rubber bands, like 1/4-inch rubber bands. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be shitting me. All this time spent troubleshooting, and no kidding, you have vibrations. You're holding your stuff together with a freaking rubber band. Ugh. Still more than happy to help him out, but I was just like, come on, guys. Stop this. Stop this. See, June Loco says today's my only fly day. Let's... Got packs charging. Cool, man. Toxic, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you here. Mike Bergman says, man, I was thinking about that situation you had with that guy saying, I don't ever want... Do you ever blah, 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 blah to me? Yeah, every time I think about it. Yeah, you think it gets you triggered. I was dealing with that while I was on vacation. And, you know, I'm trying to take a better, more realistic look at the whole YouTube, Discord, being an influencer thing. It makes me sick to say that, influencer. I don't feel like I'm an influencer, but I guess I would be. I need to take a bit healthier approach to it. I went in way too hard, way too long. I need to kind of dial it back a little bit. I need to live. I need to do my stuff. If anybody's on Discord, they know that I'm there. I'm still there. I chime in less. Obviously, the Patreon section, I'm in there all the time. But I am always in the free section. But I have built a community where I have a bunch of people who are doing good work over there that are able to help me out by helping other people out. And, you know, I'll jump in there when it seems like people are getting stumped, or if somebody's, you know, tagged me and asked me directly a question, yeah, I'll jump in there and help out. But the whole idea is to teach a man to fish. I don't want to just give you the answer. I want to empower you to be able to figure it out yourself at some point. Not in the, I'm going to mansplain this thing to death to you, but I want critical thinking skills, you know, analytical troubleshooting. That's what I'm going for. I want people to help themselves. There we go. Another cap done. One left, guys. One left. And then we shall do the conformal cam again. Let's see. Take packs of trash because you don't crash into. All the things, man. Hey, man, if you're not crashing, you're not progressing. There we go. And on to the last one. You can kind of tell that some of the legs on these caps are dirtier than others. Things just don't flow very well. There we go. I know I don't need the extra solder on the back of these. It's just more for mechanical reasons. There we go. And we'll shut that down. There we go. There we go. All soldered up. Let's see what you guys talking about over in the chat. Let's see. Crashes make me laugh. It's hard not to laugh when your buddy crashes. Yeah, laughter is my form of coping when I see people get hurt and do something dumb. I don't know why. Smash props. 90 today. Water's still cool. Actually, the filtering device. Sweet, man. Yeah, Brandon Baked Beans is a great resource for tuning. Have a damn carbon splinter right now. Not fun. All right. So, what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to do motors? Do you want to do flight controller? What you guys thinking? Conformal coat all the things. This is the most conformal coating I've ever done on one build. I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's a ginormous freaking build. Motors. Your conformal coating jar doesn't have the brush? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. If you guys haven't seen prior streams, we talk about conformal coating. Make sure you have a ultraviolet light, where you can see what it is you've actually coated, and that you've actually coated it properly and completely. Okay, let's see. Motors. Everybody wants motors, don't you? Motors, motors, motors. Let's see those beauties. Of course you want motors. Make this thing a pain in the ass for me. Motors are not the best choice right now because it makes this thing a little bit unwieldy, but you know what? I'm a man of the people. I'll give you what you want. I want the motors. I do too, actually. Selfishly, I want the motors. Normally when I build, I hook up the ESC and then the motors, and then I do a plug-in check. Make sure I get my doot-a-doots before I bother putting on the flight controller and all the other accessories. It's kind of a like a progress report, just a check. I am using nylon standoffs. It is what's recommended from Callus Machine Works. Not really sure why they recommend it, but that's what they recommend, and that's what I'm going to go with. All right. Motors. Do some motors. Oh, let's see. Where are we at? Chat. I tried the worry-free conformal. No, I haven't. I don't usually conformal coat all that much, to be honest. I always have the intentions of doing it. I just never do it. They had that shake and bake conformal coating a while back. That stuff looked at least semi-tolerable to use. Get this guy in here. So these are Demon, 420 kV, 4220s. They are impressively big. Conformal pen. Huh, never thought of that. They don't make a 12S smoke stopper, Crabtree. Well, I guess I would be plugging in 12S. Yeah, that's a good point. That's normally how I do my builds, is I plug in after each component just to see that they work. That way you're not chasing your tail on an unknown component failure. See, I don't know if these motors came with screws or not. Came with bullet connectors. Let's see. Let's see. Athix asks if your ESC can be seen in BLHeli, but the ESC twitches. Is it the gate or could it be the FET? I don't know the answer to that. Somebody know the answer? Let us all know. I'm not entirely sure of the answer on that one. All right, so I need to pull these apart, don't I? So it looks like I have to prep the motors first. And those screws are not going to do me any good. Throw them back in the bag. I just realized you build an X-Class. It's ironic. I'm building a Beast Class soon. I'm actually building a Beast Class, not X-Class. But same. I do have an X-Class there. But that one is only 8S. This is going to be the full 12S. Bag of hardware, and I need to grab some Loctite. See if I can even open this stupid thing. I always have a hard time opening. Oh wow, it actually opened all right. And it's not totally locked up. Alright, just gotta move this aside here. So, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're gonna learn right now. Loctite is for amateurs. What you want to be using is stuff called Vibratite. It's very sappy. This is the VC3. This is stuff I recommend for doing anything like this. It just works so much better than Loctite. Mine is actually a little on the dried out side, but still works. Building it for a customer. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to go wrong, and everything's expensive. What are the specs of the one you're trying to build? They're Crabtree. Has a consistency of rubber cement. Not normally, but right now mine kind of does. It's normally a little more viscous, less viscous. I don't know. Yeah, I think I just need to get a new bottle of this stuff. She's a little on the done side. Still gonna work though. Still gonna work just fine. And there's one motor plate installed. You do this to the rest too. What motors are those? These are Demon 4220s, 420 kV motors. I've never used them before, obviously, because I don't typically build Beast class, but they look nice, they feel nice, so hopefully they're nice. It's basically, most of the parts I have here are the same things that Chaos Machine Works uses in their bind and fly beast classes. I just find it crazy that they make bind and fly beast classes. Just craziness. It's 11:43. We're gonna spin the wheel here in a minute. They come in a box this big. I know that doesn't give you any perspective, or any, yeah, perspective. But everybody knows what a 2208 looks like. There's 2208. Just for perspective and for reference. You could probably thin this out with a little bit of MEK, I would guess. We'd probably thin this out. I don't think you can buy MEK if you live in California. That's not where I'm at. MEK, methyl ethyl ketone, or as I like to put it, the best smelling stuff that's going to kill you, kill brain cells.
I'm just an accident waiting.
Grab a paper towel, clean that up. I appreciate all you guys sticking around for this. I don't know if you guys enjoy watching builds or not on the live stream. I said I would build this entire quad on the live stream, which I'm trying to stick to. I don't know if it makes for the most engaging content in the world. But I gotta get cracking on this thing. It's taking up bench space that I need back. Right, DC, as of right now, it does, but it normally does not. Mine's a bit on the dried out side. Still works, but she's a little on the gooey side. One Vision Arrow says he does enjoy watching builds. Okay, cool. I don't do it a whole lot, but I do enjoy doing it. I was going to buy that Colas frame and do the build myself, but I saw what goes into assembling the frame, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. I priced out the parts versus what they were charging for the bind and fly, and I think I'm paying like $30 for them to build it. It's really what it came down to in the end, so I'm like, I don't think it's worth my time. Plus, you know, I don't do a whole lot of bind and flies. It's interesting to see what other... how other people build. Like I want to do a video series. I don't know, like all these tech shows, like Jay's 2 Cents and Bitwit. They do like rate your setups. Like, you know, you send in pictures of your gaming setup, and they'll kind of rate them. It's a bit of a roast, kind of tongue in cheek. But I kind of want to do that with y'all's builds. I think it'd make some interesting content. What do you guys think? Are you in the HD0 micro ecosystem? Yes, I am. I use HD0 for what it's designed for, and that is racing. In my opinion, HD0 is not great for freestyle. I think it belongs for racing. Yep. For freestyle, I'm DJI analog. DJI or analog, I should say. What do I think about from the micro builds? I don't know. I have not been impressed with HD0's performance in less than ideal RF situations. Like for racing, it's perfectly fine because you're always kind of like directly line of sight from your craft. Very rarely are you going behind anything. But for the few times I've flown it, like in the backyard, around the trees, the amount of breakup I get is, I don't know, it's surprising. I would have hoped that it would be better. And it's not just a one-off case. It's been a bunch of builds. I like what HD0 is doing. I'll keep supporting them in any way I can, as long as it makes sense. I am excited for their new goggles. I will probably, without a whole lot of doubt, be picking up a set of those when they eventually come out. I honestly think my design is better than theirs. Or I think it looks better. I don't know what you guys think. Oh my god, you're right, it is giveaway time. Let me get these last 2 screws in. Let's do this thing. Somebody give me a time between 10 and 50 for the giveaway timer. Or for the, the spin timer. We'll get this thing going here. Get this last screw in. I kind of view the building streams as almost like a vlog. Like it's just stream of consciousness talking. I think in a pinch you could probably use conformal coding for Loctite. All right. Let's move some stuff around here. Okay, dokie. Let's, where's my mouse at? There we go. I'll move you guys over here, over to there. First one on the board was Toxic with 23. Let's set up a wheel. Where am I at? Tweet FEV. Wheelo names. If you guys haven't gotten in there, you have about 5 seconds to do it before I close this thing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, guys. Well, better luck next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click that bell icon so you know when I drop new videos. Or if you just want the links right away, head over to tweetfb.com and become a patron. Here we go. Here is the wheel. This is for 36 people. 36. That's more than usual. We'll customize this guy for 23 seconds. All right. And everybody, shuffle this sucker up really good. All right, everybody. Good luck. Thank you all for coming out. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oscar Liang has good ESC info. He does. He has good info on everything. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Dustin? Vincent? Or I am not gonna try that first name. Osen? All right. So, if you are here, congratulations. Hit me up with email, tweetfv@gmail.com, or go to Patreon. Hit me up over there, or Discord. Hit me up over there, or if anything, I'll just send you an email. And if I don't hear back from you in a couple days, I'll just randomly pick somebody and send it to them. So congratulations on winning the Sub 250 crate for the month of April. It is the Manta 3.5-inch quad. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy that. Sounds like a spammer. Yes, it does. I don't think it is, though. I think I've seen that name before. Let's see. Question. What is your name? Okay. Congratulations. Tox says, damn, I need a 3.5-inch frame too. Yeah, I need another frame like a hole in the head. But thank you to FEV Crate for sending me those. They are my only real sponsor right now. They send me 2 crates, one for me, one for you. And as always, this was the monthly giveaway for that. Stay tuned for other ones. Like, subscribe, all that happy horse shit that YouTubers say and do. Go to twifv.com. They are in the chat, LOL. Go to twifv.com. Click the links at the bottom if you want to know all the things I'm doing. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, obviously, because you're here. Thinking of getting another 3.5-inch quad. I don't think I'd recommend the Manta. It's a bit on the heavy side. I would probably say the that's a 3-inch frame though. I would go with the crap. What the hell company is that? The Ronin 3.5. The Ronin frame. What the heck was the name of that company? Ronin FPV? Why am I not figuring this out? Roma 3.5. Yeah, it's a bit on the heavy side. Lighter. Get rid of those stupid side plates. Those things need to not apply. There we go. This is the company. This is who you should be buying a frame from. And the Ronin Mark II. This is a 2.5-inch frame, not that one. Where is it at? There we go. Ronin Mark II. This is the frame you should be buying. It is a 4-inch frame, but you can run 3.5-inch props on it. It is light. It's very well thought out. It's very well built. And this dude very, very much cares about the hobby. Like, you're not just supporting a huge company like Diatone or something like that. You're supporting a guy who puts his blood, sweat, and tears into each one of his designs. And this is what I recommend. This is a great frame. I'll put that in the chat here. This should be your next micro frame. Oh, hey, whoa, what was that? Oh, look at that. Yeah, he sent me one for review. Very good frame. I'm not just saying it because he sent it to me, but it's great. I mean, here's the build log. Like, what company has a build log like this where every bit, step by step, part by part, tuning, black box logs, vibration analysis, everything is in here. Like, the amount of time and effort that went into this is staggering. Definitely give that one a look. All right, guys. It's about time for Joshua Bardwell to start streaming, so I am going to... I'm going to keep working on this. If you guys want to stick around, that's cool. If my viewership drops off a lot, I'll probably just put a fork in it and move aside. Will it fit a Vista? Yes, it will fit a Vista. I like the AOS 5, but it is a terrible frame to build in. It is definitely too far in the function over form, if that makes sense. Like, the fact that you can't do anything in the middle, dumb. Yeah. That's a great frame. Tell him Tweet sent you. Actually, I think he sent me a coupon code. Hang on, guys. Let me look at this. I think he sent me a coupon code for this. For you guys. Look through my email real quick here. Sorry. That's awesome. I want to thank you. Place of packaging. He gave me a coupon code. 20% for me. Oh, he gave me a coupon code for one free frame. Let's see if it works. All right, guys, here comes a coupon code. It's only good for one frame. And if you're still around, there you go. Somebody get it. Totally forgot about it. Whoever jumps on that, let me know if it works. But it's good for one. I hope. Otherwise, hope he's got his e-commerce game set up right. Mike Bergman, thanks a lot. We'll see you later, buddy. Back to the chat. I'm going to build a flying bullfrog. My slow-ass connection. All right. I'm going to go back over to build up this mess. All right. Let's go ahead, get that out of the way. Motors go on the arms. Arm braces go on them. These need some Loctite. I think everything's going to need Loctite on this. Loctite, Vibratite, whatever. You know what I mean. The other cool stuff about this Vibratite is you can prep a bunch of bolts. Just let them sit there. Like, you don't have to assemble it right away. It's anaerobic, so it dries with the lack of oxygen, as opposed to an aerobic, like I think Loctite's an aerobic adhesive where oxygen makes it dry. The lack of oxygen makes it dry. That's significantly heavier. I could probably beat somebody with this guy. Swift Fox. I am building a X class, so sorry, a Beast class. So pretty much. Toxic, did you get that? Did the coupon code... Did that coupon code work? If it did, I hope so. Or if I did, that's awesome. Huge motors. Yush. Did that work, Toxic? Did you get the free frame? I should have done a super chat giveaway for that. I'm an idiot. I'm bad at YouTube. But seriously, guys, like I'm not just saying do the Ronin because he sent me one. It's genuinely a really good frame. Sweet. Awesome, man. Glad you got it. Glad somebody got it. These are huge motors. So everybody was talking about 3.5-inch frames, talking about the big box manufacturers like Diatone and Lumineer and all that stuff. And there is one company out there that I think everybody should look at least for their next 4-inch build, which you can run 3.5-inch props on. And that was Ronin UAV, the Ronin Mark II. He gave me a frame to review. I very much liked it. He very much liked the review. So he gave me a coupon code for one free frame that I've been sitting on for like, I don't know, 6 months now. And I just dropped it in the chat. And Toxic got it. That's what happens when you stick around. Not always. Yeah. Big old meaty bastards. Dragon Frog. I don't know. I hear about what other YouTubers make on like a single video, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, they make more on one video than I make in the entire month. It doesn't matter how much content I upload or how much people watch it. Like every month, it's the same revenue. It's really the only way I can base whether I'm good at YouTube or not. I don't know. I do this because it's enjoyable to me. But now that there's a dollar figure that you can put as a metric, it kind of makes it different. I'm more proud of the Discord community that I've created than anything else. And then the radio grips are perpetual income. Sort of. Okay. Big old motors. Big old frame. Doubles as a weapon. Yes. Yes, it does. Kind of line up the little bolt holes there. Right there. It's like, where'd my bolts go? These big guys go up through the bottom and into the top plate. But I don't want to put the top plate on yet. So they do go into threaded inserts, so I'm just going to kind of tack these in place. They're not going to be tightened down. Because I want to get these all situated before I bother getting the top plate involved here. So I think I'm just going to put one screw in. Just keep from flapping around. Just do that. And just remember that's sticking out the bottom there. Yeah, it's a one-time code. Sorry, guys. He gave me a 20% off code. He said for personal use, so I don't think I'm going to drop that one in the chat. But I'm sure he's going to hit me up now that somebody's actually used that code, which is fine. Dude's like talking to him through the email system, and real good guy. The one real complaint I had about his frame wasn't even the frame, it was the packaging. There was a ton of plastic in his packaging. Like, everything was individually wrapped, and he was like, dude, I know, it sucks. He's working on different forms of packaging. I think he's out in California, he's a surfer, he's disgusted by the amount of waste and stuff that's in the ocean. Which just seems like a weird thing to have as like a critique on a frame, but like, when there's other options, why not take those options? If that makes any sense. Like, that was also one of my critiques from the FPV Lux t-shirt service versus the FPV Crate one, the threaded service, was that the FPV Lux one, the shirt didn't come in a plastic bag, but the FPV Crate one did. I'm like, well, if you could not include the plastic bag, that'd be great. But the reality is they probably both came in a plastic bag, except for the FPV Lux one probably threw the bag away before they mailed it out after they screen printed it. I don't know. You guys wanted the stinking motors. This is going to make this thing so much more difficult to work on. House. I did not see the frames on the Discord that you're talking about. Ooh, too tight. Too tight. What are we talking about here? I get it, Amazon, but it supports CI. The General Grievous of quads. Nice. Okay. Motor's installed. Ish. Not really. Let's get some of this hardware out of the way. Probably not going to stream for too much longer. I do need to get some stuff done today. It's raining out. It's a good day to go get groceries. This is so unwieldy. It's such a pain in the butt to work on now. Just banging into the side of my computer. Why do I listen to you guys? Trying to free up some space, guys. All right, here we go. This is ridiculous to work on. Any payloads planned for that beast? Yeah. This. .7 kilos of battery. That's the payload. Expensive payload, by the way. Okay, let's get one of these guys soldered up. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Let's see, do I run the wires tight or do I leave them loose and kind of sloppy? Brandon, you're the one's going to have to tune this thing. Unfortunately, I have no way of positioning this thing so you guys can see everything. So that's going to go there. It's a little motor wire protector. And then these guys are going to go there, like that. A little more slack. What do you think? Looks about right? All right, Michael D. We'll see you later, man, if you're still here. It's clippy snippy. All right, no going back now. Nothing's worse than splicing motor wires. Shut up, Google. Wasn't talking to you. Okay. Not sure if you guys can even see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I keep cutting them, and they're still too short. All right. That is good. I'll tin up these ESC pads. I'm going through a lot of solder in this build. Okay. Some of this ultra thin VHB here. Stuff's kind of difficult to work with, actually, just because of how thin it is. It's great for staking down like LEDs. Stuff's like very, very thin. It's so hard to peel the backing off this stuff. Come on. Got it. All right, that's just going to make it that much more difficult to solder this stupid thing up. I wish I had a better way to hold this, but I don't. Wish I had a better camera angle, but I don't. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Hang on. Stick with me, guys. Motion sickness, gonna happen. There we go. Manfrotto camera arms, folks. Good, good stuff. Of course, the lighting sucks now, but what do you want from me? I can only do so much. All right, I'll do the three-arm legged whatnot routine here. I'll use a standoff to hold my solder wire while I one-handed backstand. I'm just using words. I don't know what they mean anymore. And hopefully that didn't melt the TPU too badly. Come on. Work with that guy. Come on, guy. All right. It's hot. There we go. Oh, let's see. There we go. There's one motor down. One arm, leg, branch. Arm, leg, branch. And as always, what we're going to do after every solder job, we're going to use our jeweler's loop. Make sure we didn't screw nothing up. Go. This last one I just did needs a bit more heat and solder. Kind of felt like that when I was soldering it. It's just so hard to tell. All right, let's see. I saw somewhere a country made it illegal to use a drone to carry a fisherman's line past the break from the beach. There are states and counties in the U.S. that do that. They make it illegal to use them. I think Alaska, I could be wrong, has stated you can't use a drone for scoping out like deer and elk. Oh, it was Hawaii. Hawaii was the place that they were putting a ban on using a drone to send your line out past the break. Pretty sure it was Hawaii. It was just recently in the news, too. Okay, so that is done. Got to conformal coat it. Conformist coat. I'm such a nonconformist. I'm not going to conform with you nonconformists. That's South Park. We just got goth served. Trying to get to the backside of the pads. What's the risk? I think it's. I think the idea is it's making it too easy. Like, let's face it, hunting and fishing. Well, I don't know about so much about fishing, but at least for hunting, we are at the advantage over that of the animal because, well, there's reasons, but. I think the idea is that it's supposed to put a natural barrier to make it a bit more difficult, like the sport of it almost. If that makes any sense. I don't think it's for any sort of like environmental protection or anything like that. I think it's just like I don't know if you guys have seen like the tracking scopes for rifles. Like you literally like look through the rifle, you put the reticle on what you want, and it calculates wind, like it's like point and click. And there's a lot of debate about making those illegal for hunting because it's too easy. But anyways, that's a whole other thing that I certainly do not want to get into. All right, guys, that is one motor down. The rest are just rinse and repeat. I am going to do those off camera because, well, you guys saw how to do it. But anyways, I think I'm going to call it a day. I need to get on with my life for the week and do all the things I need to do for the household. But anyways, Family Guy, the Swell Pro 3 is a waterproof fishing drone with a night vision attachment. Damn. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for coming out today. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure I won't be streaming next week, and remember that. And after that, it will be the giveaway for the Beta 95 XV3. Make sure you join the Cool Kid Club up there for the 18 of you that are still here. But anyways, tweetfb.com for all the TweetFB things. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time. Please stay positive. Get out. Go fly. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Peace.